Good morning, Quadcopter 101 here, and I have a neat review for you today of another Hexacopter. This is the FQ777 956 Sirius, also known as the Raider. If you look at this Hexacopter, it seems to be very well built. You feel it seems real well built. FQ777, that company, has been coming out with a lot of new quadcopters. They just appeared on the scene just a month or two ago, and they're actually putting out a lot of nice quadcopters. This one here, though, appears to be a very close clone of the MJX X800, which is another great hexacopter. So, you know, that one deserves some competition, and looks like FQ777 decided to compete with a almost identical clone. But we'll see if it flies almost identical. We're going to fly it here today at the local soccer field. Let's take a look at the specifics of this particular quadcopter. It's nice that it has two orange propellers in the front to help you maintain orientation. That can be a big problem with these hexacopters. They're hard to maintain orientation with. You might also want to possibly paint these with something, the front end, so to help you with orientation. The battery that comes with this quadcopter is very large. Let me pull it out. It's almost the size of the original batteries for the old WL Toys models, and it's same shape, except it has a different connector. Instead of JST connector, it has this white connector. It's 550 milliamp hour. You know, that's the size of a battery that you normally see on mini-size quadcopters, not on these micro-size. So, but it's actually should be needed because we got two extra motors here that you got to power. So that's good that they supplied a somewhat larger battery. It has nice landing gear skids. It has these two connectors for camera. There is a camera version out. This is not the camera version. This is the cheaper cameraless version. But there is a camera version. It has a plug for the camera right there. The camera version, I believe, is $17 more than this. I don't know if you really want a camera version or not, but it may have enough power to lift the camera because of these two extra motors. Let's go over the transmitter. Let me put this down for a second. This is your button for activating your camera, video and photos. This is your button for activating flips. If you want to enter, it does have one key return headless mode. You activate by pressing down on this stick here, the throttle stick. And for the pitch roll stick, if you press into that, you can change the different rates of the quadcopter from beginner to intermediate to expert. It does have trim buttons for pitch and also for roll, and also has trim buttons for yaw. Other than that, it's a standard type of quadcopter. Some people are saying this is an exact clone of the Alias transmitter. I don't know if it is or not, but we're going to go for a flight now of the FQ777 956. Let me also show you how to plug it in. It has a little recessed slot here to plug it in, so you don't have to go looking for the wire to activate this quadcopter. You just plug it in. And let me do that now. Quadcopter's plugged in, turning on the transmitter, binding it to the quadcopter. Let's start off with, make sure I'm in beginner rate. This is beginner rate. We're going to start off with the first flight of the FQ77. Let's see how, my goodness, it's quite nimble for a beginner, especially the yaw. It has somewhat of an extreme yaw for a beginner rate. Let's bring that in and show you. This is the beginner rate, and this is its yaw at beginner rate. Let's go at a little higher rate. The yaw doesn't change at intermediate. It seems to be the same rate. Let's try expert. That's expert rate. The yaw, so the yaw is constant. But what about the pitch? Oh no, the pitch is quite different at expert rate. It's quite fast. But you're going to need some space flying at an expert. Let me go back to intermediate or beginner. That yaw is extreme. Well, that pitch is extreme, but I wish they would have had corresponding yaw to go with it. Let's bring it in here closely. Let's go to intermediate. See how intermediate it is. I haven't tried that yet. How about flips? Was that flips I pressed? Don't tell me I ran out of battery power already. For flips. It's not doing flips. I'm not sure why. Okay, you got to hold the flip button down. That's what it is. Okay, let's see if we can do barrel rolls. Okay, bring it in close. Going to intermediate. Oh, that's headless mode. Whoa, 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 whoa. Confusing myself here. Well, it's got good range. I entered headless mode. Let me bring this down for a second so we can demonstrate headless mode properly. I got confused there for a second. Headless mode. Let's turn headless mode on. I'm not sure if this has one key return or not. Let me turn headless mode off. Let's go down field and press the headless mode button. And no, it does not seem to have one key return, although it has headless mode. Okay, let's try left, right with headless mode on, back, and forward. So headless mode is working, but I'm not sure I don't think this has one key return. It didn't seem to do anything when I pressed that button again. Let me try it one more time. Headless mode on. No. Coming out of headless mode. Going back to normal flying. Let's do a range test. Let's bring it in here first. And let's turn on the transmitter and turn off the transmitter. 1001, 1002. So it will shut down within 3 seconds after losing command from the transmitter. So let's send it downfield and see what it looks like. What type of range are we going to expect? Let me move down to this end of the field. And I'm going to beginner's rate. So I'll have some chance of maintaining control at distance. When you're flying distance, it's good to be at a low rate. Otherwise you overcorrect. Okay, I'm going to try to maintain control just by the movement of this quadcopter alone. I do have control. I'm at 100 meters, well, almost 100 meters. Let's go see how far that was when it dropped. It looks like about 80, 90 meters. Okay, we're passing the midpoint of the field. This is 50 meters. And it looks like it's a good 2/3 of the way or more to the edge of the field, which is 100 meters. So that's about 80 meters, 80, 90 meters, 85, something like that. Which is darn good range, again, for a micro. It gets really hard to see a micro at this distance. And it looks like it landed right side up. Do I still have control? Yes, I do. So again, about 85 meters or so, which is really good control range for a micro. So yeah, this is a nice little hex. And just let me go to increased rate. Intermediate rate is much better. Yeah, this one here, if you're in intermediate, you want to fly this at intermediate. The beginner's a little bit slow. The pitch is really good in this hex, as you can see there. Let's go up and down the field at this with its pitch. Seems to be an increasing pitch too. A gradually increasing pitch that we're starting to see when quadcopters, you know, it just keeps getting higher and higher pitch. I don't know who's been including that. Watch that, it's getting steeper and steeper. A gradually increasing pitch is appearing on more and more quadcopters. You hold the pitch button forward and it slowly and gradually increases until it's almost vertical. And it probably would exceed vertical if you let it. Ooh, kept giving it throttle. Okay, this probably needs to be recalibrated. Let's start over. Rebind it. Yep. Okay, we're in beginner rate. I'm starting to see the lights flash. Let me bring it in and make sure that that was a light flash. Yeah, they're flashing. Let me bring it down here. You know, even in this beginner rate, if you push the pitch forward, it keeps increasing, increasing, increasing. But not like the intermediate rate does. So, fun little hex. How about the funnels? Before I lose power, let's go to intermediate. These are the funnels at intermediate. Funnels at expert. Don't seem to change much. Beginner, intermediate. So, again, FQ777 956 Hexacopter to compete with the MJX X800. And there goes my power. That's its flight time. I'm going to try to do a night flight with it tonight. Its lights are embedded inside the body of the hex, so they should show up at night, and we'll see. So all in all, you know, I thought it was a nice little hex. Flew very well. So I hope you enjoyed this flight. This is Quadcopter 101, signing out. Night flying with the FQ777 956 Sirius. This is really pretty, very well lit up. Let's go for a flight. We got some breeze here tonight. I'm going to fly around in intermediate for most of this. There's the breeze I'm talking about. Again, this has great range on it. It's fighting the breeze. There is a wind right there. I got to keep it low. There's a strong breeze up there high. Sirius. Great night flyer. Pretty cool, huh? Multi-flips. Great little night flyer. Yeah, I think you'd want this. This is a great one. One of the few hexies that I actually like. Let's bring it in. Nice and stable. It's breezy too here in the night. Okay, that's enough night flying. Let's bring her in. Again, this is the Sirius from FQ777. Great night flyer. Hope you enjoyed this flight. Quadcopter 101, signing out.